In this episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief, I sit down with Chris of Level 99 Games to talk all about BattleCON Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCON Edition, as well as we talk about his being a publicist for Level 99 Games, as well as some of their awesome, a different way to go about it, social goals that they have going over on this campaign. Sit back and wait until after Kickstarter Corner, in which we'll be bringing you 7 great gaming projects that are either currently on Kickstarter, about to be on Kickstarter, or already on Amazon.com, so you can start playing said games currently. Quick reminder to go back and listen to our last episode so you can win your dice container and rolling container. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is proudly being powered by Kill Merlin, a new board game for 2 to 4 Alpha Wizards from the Schumann family game. It will definitely be one that stays in my collection because it does not feel like another game that I own. Said the Maple Street blog, this one funded in 11 hours and has great art. You should definitely go check it out on the Kickstarters through Thursday, the 18th of October. So you got 6 days to go. So go check out Kill Merlin, a new board game for 2 to 4 Awful Wizards. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is proudly being powered by Rodent Rangers, Small Heroes, Big Adventures, a family-friendly RPG inspired by classic cartoons of mousy adventures, like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is my favorite one. It's from Purple Aether Games, the art is amazing, and it's family-friendly. Play it with your kids. This one's going through Thursday, the 25th of October, so a little bit less than 2 weeks to check out Rodent Rangers, Small Heroes, Big Adventures. Get in on the fun. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is also proudly being powered by Fossil Find, a domino-based board game. Fossil Find is a domino-based board game that uses custom double 12 dominoes as game pieces. We got the box, it's hefty, full of dominoes. Can't wait till we can sit down and play that and bring you our preview. This game is on Kickstarter through the 18th of November, so definitely check out Fossil Find, a domino-based board game. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is also proudly being powered by Table Breakers, super heavy, solid metal poly dice set. They're extra large and extra heavy metal polyhedral RPG dice set for D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, and tabletop games and RPGs. There's going to be a Christmas delivery on this one. They funded really quick. They're over 1900% funded. They're bigger, heavier, and dangerous. So definitely check out these classic metal poly dice set with the touch of luxury that will be delivered by Christmas. Go ahead and either search it or click the link that we leave in the show notes for Table Breakers, super heavy, solid metal poly dice set.
Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf, the podcast in which one man strives to level up his geekhood and helping you do the same, one battle at a time. Now, let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Welcome to Getting Geeky with Game Relief. So glad that you could join us today. Go ahead and take a seat. Enjoy yourself. Get comfortable. I'll take your coat. Thank you. This is a nice coat you have. Would you like a cover or anything? Want me to put a log on the fire? Okay, great. I'll go ahead and do that. And here's some orange juice to keep you away from the flu or the colds. Get some extra vitamin C in you. And we've got some cinnamon rolls baking in the oven right now. We'll bring those to you after Kickstarter Corner so you can enjoy our great interview as we sit down with Chris to talk all about Level 99's new game that's currently on Kickstarter. But first, let's go ahead and get into Kickstarter Corner, if you will. Even more before that, if you have yet to listen to it, make sure you go back and listen to episode 197, Wishlist Wednesday, Gordian Layers Portal Bound. Don't tell anybody, but there's a giveaway. The Leaf will be sending one lucky listener who goes ahead and emails me a awesome dice. It's both a dice storage container as well as a place to roll your dice. It's a very nice handcrafted wood. Yeah, as a giveaway, the Parsecs of RPGs that's on Kickstarter through Thursday, October 25th, 2018. And one lucky listener, if you email me at gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com, will get one. I got mine, and wow, it's amazing. It's got little magnets, and you put your dice in, you set the boxes close together, the magnets snap together, and your dice are stored away from the wee ones. So definitely go ahead and listen to that episode to find out how you can go ahead and win a copy or get a copy yourself. You can either check out the Kickstarter or email GamerLeaf, and we'll send one lucky listener who emails me at gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com their own. This will be going down. We'll announce the winner on the podcast next Wednesday, which will be the 17th of October. So listen for that episode.
What is this place? What is it doing here in the Leafs computer? Oh, it's Kickstarter Corner with the Leafs.
Okay, hang on until after this ride on Kickstarter Corner, in which we're going to tell you about these great games that are on Kickstarter or coming to Kickstarter in the near future or on Amazon for your pleasurable playing already. So let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll get into our interview with Chris from Level 99 Games. You like dice, you like bombs, or as a kid you did. Well, now you can play Dice Bomb. It's a quick 2+ player game where you set bombs for others while avoiding being bombed yourself. Think of Minesweeper. I loved to play that as a kid on our old Windows computer. It's been a while. I'll have to see if they have it on Mac. That'd be cool. I'll have to check it out. But if you want to play it on your tabletop, check out Dice Bomb. They've got the print and play version, or they'll send you the dice. You get a 50-sheet pad for $10. You get the print and play for $1. There's 5 more days on this great campaign as it ends on Tuesday, the 16th of October. So definitely check out Dice Bomb, currently on the Kickstarter. Now, bombs would easily take care of these foes, but I don't know if they existed back then, or if these things even existed. But they do in the world of gaming. That's what's so great and grand. Dragons. Yes, sirree, Bob, dragons. Dragon Lords, the Battle of Darion Relaunch. It's a skirmish-based card game in which 2 players build armies and battle head-to-head. From Wolflord Games. The art is amazing, and you still have about a week to go ahead and get in on this great game. So I would check out Dragon Lords, the Battle of Darion Relaunch. The Kickstarter runs through Friday, the 19th of October, so definitely head on over to that link that we left in the show notes and click it below. Now, on a completely different realm or world, when they didn't have dragons or when they don't have dragons, is builders. You know I like deck builders? Well, now you do. But there's an awesome deck builder on the Kickstarters. Builders, the building deck building game. They're getting really close to their goal. In this game, Builders is a deck builder where you're trying to build the tallest and most valuable skyscrapers. And you know what? Next week we're going to have one of the creators on to talk all about this great deck builder and why we need to add it to our collection. You've got 12 days to get in on the fun of this great game as it ends on Wednesday, the 24th of October. So check out Builders, the building deck building game. You get that? 3 buildings and 1 builder, so check it out on the Kickstarters. When I do something good at home, my wife says, I'll give you a gold star sticker. That's no longer needed, as on Kickstarter there's now these things called congratulations coins and attaboy coins. So now she can go ahead instead and give me a job well done coin, a congratulations coin, or attaboy coin. This way I can know I did a good job. And also you can use these for gaming. You win a game, you can give the winner one of these great coins. So this great project is all on Kickstarter through Wednesday the 7th of November. So definitely check it out. Congratulations coin and attaboy coin currently on the Kickstarter. Help me mint these high quality appreciation coins. Let's go ahead and help them. What do you say? Did you catch yesterday's episode? Did you catch our last episode on Wednesday? If you didn't, you should go back and listen. We'll wait for you. Welcome back. Glad you were able to go ahead and catch that. What did you think? They really had me on this whole game. Gordian Layers, Portal Bound. It's a 2 to 4 player tactical deck drafting card game of war and intrigue. There's still a little bit less than 3 weeks to go. This one ends on Halloween, the 31st of October, Wednesday. I liked it even though the art wasn't complete. It sounds like a really fun game that I could really get behind. And I think you might too, so definitely check out Gordian Layers, Portal Bound on the Kickstarters through the 31st of October. Speaking of the 31st of October, we all like our Halloween games, don't we? Well, I've got a couple to tell you about. One of them will be launching to the Kickstarters relatively shortly. It, in fact, launches on the 16th of October, and we'll go ahead and I believe we're going to be bringing the creator on. I will let you know for sure, but this project will be going through the 14th of November. In Dead Sprint, it's a board game for 2 to 5 players that need to outrun a horde of the undead. Try to stay ahead on your turn before the horde takes theirs. Like I said, they're going through the 16th of November, so definitely check out Dead Sprint, the game. And you can click on the top, in the top left-hand corner of the link we sent you, and it will notify you upon launch. You want to complete your horde of Halloween games, or at least start it before next Halloween? We've got a treat for you. Go back and listen to our episode of Zombs, the Family Fun Day Friday episode, when we reviewed or previewed Zombs, or our interview with Glendon as we talked about it, and you can see what we thought about it, and you can then rush on over to Amazon or www.zombsgame.com, as it's currently out for your horde building happiness. Now we join this. Wait, did you get your cinnamon rolls? Let me grab those for you really quick. Okay, here you go. Do you need a refill on your juice? Oh, you want a different kind? Yeah, I've got grape juice. I'll get that for you. Here you go. Go ahead and enjoy this interview already in progress with Chris from Level 99 Games. And we'll catch you on the flip side of this interview.
Now, let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Welcome to Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. We've got a treat for you today. We're joined by somebody from Level 99 Games just to tell you we're going to be talking all about BattleCON Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCON Edition, which is on Kickstarter currently. It's got about a week left, about 11 days at the time of recording, so a little bit in between 11 and 7 days by the time you're hearing this, depending. And we're lucky enough to be joined by the publicist for Level 99 Games, Chris. Is that correct? Is that how you fall in line with Level 99 Games, Chris?
Hey, thank you for having me. Yes, I am the publicist. I'm Chris. I'm also a game designer, but I mainly do the publicity things. So yeah, we have a new Kickstarter, BattleCON Online, and we've done the BattleCon since 2011. That's what a game that basically started Level 99 Games, and we've been expanding it ever since. But now we're doing the final Omega BattleCon Kickstarter with all the things and a lot of really cool like epic storage solutions and what's it called, like backer created characters to kind of like complete out the game. We have some additional content following. For the most part, this is the big one. So that's what we're doing now, and it's like you said, it's now on Kickstarter.
Awesome. Well, before we get into that, let's rewind a little bit if we could. We don't have to go back too far, of course, unless you were born into board games. But how did you get started into playing tabletop board games?
Well, I've always been a gamer, and like in 2009, I started finding board games that I really liked that weren't like the generic American ones. And then at that point, I just fell down that hole. So I think it was Dominion probably that got me into being a hobby. Like when Dominion was new, I tried it, I was like, wow. And then I just kept playing games and eventually got here.
Oh, well, yeah, I've yet to play Dominion, but I really like a good deck builder.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that was awesome.
So that's how you fell into the hole. And did you fall very far?
I fell very, very deep. We bought all the things. We started a board game club in our college. And then I started making games.
So I know we're talking about BattleCon today, but can we ask what games you have under your belt that you've actually made?
I did my self-indie game, Terrain Odyssey, which is like a JRPG battle card game in 2014. And then I made Temporal Odyssey, which is a drafting game about time travelers. And I got that published as Level 99. I did it like as a studio, like here's the whole product. We worked on it together. And they liked my work, and they hired me. So that's how I got here.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask, but I guess I don't have to ask anymore. So that's how you got on with Level 99 Games. When you shopped it around, did you go elsewhere, or you just they were the first ones to see it, or how did that go down, if you don't mind us asking, Chris?
When I started, I wanted to I was just going to self-publish it, but I was trying to up my game. And I was just like really getting to know the industry, meeting a lot of people. And I can't say like I have a target, but this is definitely where it landed and definitely where it felt like home. So that's just kind of how it worked out.
Well, there you go. And how did you get from there to becoming a publicist?
It just kind of happened. We talked about it. I did a lot of the work on Temporal, like as a studio. So I did all the art. I did layout work. I did the development, and then I gave it to Level 99. It's just like way more finished than they're used to from working with the developers. Like, well, you have skill sets that we could use because you've done these things. So they brought me on board, and now here I am.
Oh, well, and maybe somebody isn't aware or whatnot. What exactly does your job look like as a publicist?
Yeah, so I do a couple things. I do the organized play program. I do the quest for that, so you can go online and or physically and play our games publicly and get promo cards. So I manage that whole system. I also do all the social media. So we do the Facebook groups. I put content on all the groups. The bulk of my job is going to conventions. I book conventions, and I'm flying all the time. So each convention, the whole process for there, getting the product there, what we're promoting, the ads. So I'm at the conventions. If you go to a convention and Level 99 is there, I will be there.
Well, there you go. So it sounds like your calendar's quite full because they have a lot of conventions all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of time on airplanes. A lot. So.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. But that's awesome that you're able to, probably wanted to do something like this, do it full time, I imagine, when you started off. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Awesome. It sounds like you were able to get there. You talked about falling down the hole. Imagine you built your collection up quite a bit as well in board games.
Oh, we have a crazy amount of board games, and like an insane amount in this house.
And I've imagined you played them all?
I can't promise that. We've definitely played a lot of them, but we try to play a new board game at least once a week, and we play a lot of new games. But, I don't know if I played all of them.
Good. Back on familiar territory. The last couple of people I've had have said they've played all their games, but yeah, we've got quite a. Imagine if we played a game, we'd take a year playing a game every day or something. I don't know, maybe less than that, but I feel you there.
Yeah, for sure.
So awesome. Now, word on the street is, like you were telling us before, you guys have the end of all of BattleCon or whatnot. What can you tell us about BattleCon Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCon Edition that's currently on Kickstarter, Chris?
Sure. So it's not actually the end of all BattleCon. We plan to do some additional BattleCon, but this definitely is the last BattleCon Kickstarter, and it is definitely the only way to get the Epic storage solution. So additional content will be like fighters here and there, but it'll be solo as opposed to like a product. So if you're interested in getting into BattleCon or completing out your collection, this is definitely the Kickstarter. There are two main things that we offer, but there's a lot of like small things. So let me explain. So we have BattleCon Wanderers, which are 10 community-created characters that we then took into development, balanced, and made a thing, and that's BattleCon Wanderers. So if people want to get the newest set. It's $30, and they can experience these new characters that were created by all kinds of people. There's all kinds of creativity in here. It's awesome. In addition, there's BattleCon Unleashed, and that's the name of the storage solution. And the storage solution is this epic big box that gives a tuck box and a rebalance to every character in the game. So, it's just this big box. It fits 110 tuck boxes. There's a tuck box that's unique for each character, and you can get your pre-existing BattleCon and, of course, Wanderers, and put it in there, and each tuck box fits the whole character's kit sleeved with their tokens. It's just, there you go. And you also get new bases for each one. So then that way, you just pick up the box, you just play. You don't need to do the base switching if you're familiar with that. And it's just a really nice storage solution for all the things. In addition, at this Kickstarter, you can of course get pre-existing BattleCon stuff. So if you missed a set or you want some playmats, there are all kinds of bundles to get all the things. You can get them individually for the ones that you might be missing. Additional add-on, anything that's a stretch goal goes into the BattleCon Unleashed box. So there's a lot of ways you can get additional characters into the game. Like we have, of course, stretch goals. We also have social stretch goals, like 20 fan arts or 20 character guides. And each time one of those thresholds is meet, we just add a new character to the game. And that's just more free content. That comes in the BattleCon Unleashed box. So Unleashed is definitely how you get all the things. And the last really cool thing that we're doing for the Kickstarter is a thing called the Grand Chronicle. BattleCon takes place in a universe, the world of Indians. And we use this setting across multiple games. So we have BattleCon. We also have Argent, which is, are you familiar with Argent?
No, maybe we should rewind a little bit for people that maybe haven't heard of BattleCon. I've been following level 99, but I don't know that I've heard much about BattleCon. Like, so somebody's new to it like myself. What is BattleCon? Like, what is it exactly? It looks like it reminds me a lot of Street Fighter, but I don't know if that's the same kind of thing or.
Yeah, I should probably tell you what BattleCon is. Yeah, so, no, you're right. So it is a perfect information fighting game. So what you do in BattleCon is you have two types of cards, your bases and your styles. Your bases, the cards would be like punch, kick, move, right? And then the other side, you have a style. You pick one of each card, you put them both face down. You both reveal, and you resolve that attack at the same time. And so you do that, and it makes it so your character is only like 10 cards, but you also have like 40 plus moves because of the way the combination system works. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I believe so. So per se, man, you were to sit down to play BattleCon, it's a 2-player game, am I right?
It's a 2-player game.
Okay, so me and you sat down to play. What would play look like, or what's our turn look like?
Yeah, so there's a board. It's a few spaces. The characters are on the board. We both pick 2 cards to pair together, a base and a style. We reveal those 2 cards. We resolve that fight, and then those cards will go to a discard, and then that's the end of the turn. So that's like the core thing you do to play. So like if I have a move that's like a drive, right? Drive lets you move forward and punch something. But I can combine it with a style. And maybe that style buffs its attack. So now it's Burning Strike, right? And that Burning Strike is unique to my character. Even though every character in the game has the same like base moves. Like everyone can fireball, everyone can run. But the way you modify it with your style makes every character unique. That's what BattleCon's about. Like, I kind of know what half your cards are, but I don't know what your styles are. And you can really get into reading each other pretty easily. And that's the fun of BattleCon.
Okay, now, just so I understand correctly, so I'm playing like a battle card and a style card, or how many cards am I playing to do my move? 2.
1 style, 1 base.
Okay, so just a combination thing. And then how do we win? We have to take the other one out, have hit points or something?
Yeah, 20 hit points. Once you hit 0, you die. And that's the end of the round. The game has a timer, not a physical timer. Basically, you gain like special meter each turn. It's called gauge. And once the special meter runs out in the bag, the game is over. So it has an innate turn limit as well.
Okay, and you talked about different characters. How many characters are there currently?
At least 80 plus. Like, I've lost track. But there are a lot. We've done lots of expansions, and we have more characters being unlocked to stretch goals. So if somebody were to back and get all the things, you have 80 plus characters too. It's definitely more than that. I just didn't want to give you a number. Correct. Yeah, so like it's definitely a lot of characters, and they're all very unique.
So I imagine this increases replayability quite a bit.
Oh yeah, replayability is like borderline infinite. Even if you were to play the same matchup between two characters, because of the pairing system, you'll discover new things about your fighter all the time, and new tricks with your fighter, and new ways to like mix up your opponent with your fighter. You know, and that's why people really like BattleCon, because even though it's a tabletop game, it does highlight the intricacies of an actual fighting game and why people like that genre in video games.
Awesome. And it talks about rebalancing. Eric, I don't know if I said that right, but what's that mean?
Yeah, so we had our early set when level 99 was new, and in this Kickstarter, we are in the Unleashed box. We are giving you new cards to rebalance your old characters. So if you've been following us this whole time and you already have those cards, you can get this rebalance set, trash these your old cards, and put these new ones in, and it brings those characters up to speed. It rebalances them, and there you go. So it's kind of like a patch.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Imagine there'd been quite a bit of play testing, at least when you first did it, and then also in rebalancing Eric. So during the play testing, Chris, was there ever anything you guys had to scrap because it just wouldn't work for the game?
Yeah, it definitely happened. I'm not on the balance team, so I couldn't give you a story. But what I do know is that the people that are on this balance team like just know so much about this game and refine it to such a point that it's insane. They've done a really good job with that. And that's why we go back and patch these new things to make it as much of a complete experience as possible. We've also gotten a ton more data through BattleCon Online. We launched an online version on Steam, and now we have data like all day, and we can, further balance our characters.
Somebody doesn't have BattleCon currently. Is that something they can go ahead and try it on Steam and see if it's something they like before they jump in?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And BattleCon Online is free, so you can go there, free to play, download it, try it out. It is one of those apps that's like the digital version of a board game. Like keeping that in mind, it does complete the BattleCon experience, and you can see if you like it, and then check out the Kickstarter.
Awesome. And I know you're the publicist and whatnot, but you've had a little bit to do with it. When it comes to BattleCon, what would you say the thing you're most proud about would be?
I think what's really exciting to me is seeing these social stretch goals and people and these custom characters, and seeing people really engaged with the universe that we created. And that's impressive just all around the board, because I love seeing their creativity. I love seeing our team refine it and putting it into a game, and it's just everyone's happy. And that just makes it feel like a community-created game. And the first BattleCon came out in like 2011 on Kickstarter, so Kickstarter was new. Like in a way, BattleCon grew with Kickstarter, and that's just this really exciting. Like,
do you know how it did back then when it first launched on Kickstarter initially, the first one?
I don't know the number, but it was like like a couple grand. Here's a small indie project. And it blew up. And, from there, kept making more BattleCon with an increasing amount of income from each. And because people like it and people really get into it, and people love BattleCon. Like, it's really exciting.
Awesome. And yeah, like you said, your social goals are quite a bit different. I've seen other campaigns where they struggle with their social goals, where they have something like go ahead and share so many times or tweet so many times or different things like that. What makes your social goals different? What are they exactly? Can you go into that for us a little bit more, Chris?
Yeah, so we didn't do share on Facebook X times this time like normal. Instead, we had 6 categories. And when each category hits a threshold of submissions, we add a new character to the game. For example, we have fanfic. If you submit a fan fiction in our universe, that's 1. And once you get to 20, we'll give you a character. We also have fan art. So we take fan art submissions of our characters. We have cosplay submissions. We have custom fighter submissions. So you can make up a character from your OC, or if you want to like bring a character into this universe for fun, just to show us what you did. We also have events like, I did this thing at my local game store. I did this live stream. Submit that to us. And finally, guides. People submit their guides on how to play a character, or maybe it's like a newbie tutorial, whatever. As long as it's a guide, submit it to us. And we fill those categories and we share them back with the community as like a BattleCon newsletter each week during this campaign, so people can see all the cool BattleCon stuff happening.
After there's 20 submitted, does that mean you guys take one of them and add it to the game, or how does that work exactly?
We've assigned a character to each category. We've unlocked the fighter character. So now we added Takeshi into the game. So we already have this character. We designed him. But now we will add him to the game for free for anyone that has BattleCon Unleashed because we hit that threshold. So that's how we're doing our social goals. And, of course, this is in addition to normal money threshold stretch goals. So we have two parallel tiers of unlocking things going on here.
Now, jumping back to the game and whatnot, do you have, you said over 80 characters. Do you have a favorite character you like to play BattleCon as, Chris?
I do. So far, my favorite character, the character is not out yet because I played him on live stream. But basically, he's this cowboy genie character. I don't know if his name is final, but I don't know his name. But he's the cowboy genie. He's really powerful. But I give my opponent these wish cards, and he can use those wish cards against me to nerf me. So that's a really fun engagement. I'm a powerful character, but you can wish for like a lot of attack or a lot of priority, and use them against me. So that's a really fun thing because I get to play as this crazy powerful character. But then that's the way they balance it.
Oh wow, that sounds pretty cool. And you said that's one of the social goals they're trying to unlock right now, or
that character is one of the BattleCon Wanderers. He's created by the 3-time BattleCon champion, a world champion, and he's in the game now because of BattleCon Wanderers.
You said world champion. Does that mean they've gone further? I know Magic has their championships. Does BattleCon do the same thing?
Yeah, at Gen Con we have a big tournament, and people come in with 3 characters they're choosing, and then we fight to the death. So, but it's always full. It's a lot of fun, and we see people engage. And yeah, the guy's name is Charles. He's really good, really, really good. But yeah, it's really fun to see people come together at Gen Con and fight. We're also starting another series at PAX Unplugged, so we're trying to do these events twice a year now instead of once a year. So, and that goes for all our head-to-head games.
Now, has anybody, is there any big-time reviewers that have reviewed BattleCon, and what did they have to say about it, Chris?
Yeah, so BattleCon's been reviewed many, many times. The Dice Towers reviewed BattleCon. It's one of their favorite games of all time. That's what Tom Vassell said, and along with other reviewers. See if I can get some quotes here. Yeah, Tom Vassell said one of the best games he's ever played. There's so much game here. Pretty sneaky, strategic and tactical play, giant breathing robot, 100% right out of the box, cardboard clash, and so on.
And what I really like is one of my favorite how to play people. It looks like Rodney Smith did a how to play video for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So looking at your Kickstarter page, so that's awesome because he really gets into it. So I don't necessarily even have to read the rule book depending on what's going on with it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that tutorial video you'll learn instantly. The game is very easy to play. Oh, what do I do with all these cards? And you're just oh, okay. Now that you can really get into making really fun combinations. Be oh, how did these go together? What if I use this style with my fireball instead? And the discovery in a single character is very high.
Awesome. And is there any mix and match of the different characters, or it's all the one character gets all their cards and that's how it's balanced?
That's how it's balanced. So one character has their cards to end. There's no deck building or anything like that. You just pick a different character and there you go.
Now, with all the great games that are on Kickstarter, what makes your game pop or stand out as one my audience should go and check out and back if they like what they see, Chris?
Yeah, so we really, like I said, this is the last BattleCon Kickstarter, and we're going all out to make a complete experience. So if you want a complete experience that has already tested the time on engaging people for years on end, then BattleCon is definitely one of them. You can get in and just know, this is my head-to-head game, and play it forever. So, that's my pitch. I think it speaks for itself.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like it looking down through scrolling through the page and whatnot. Now, if somebody goes ahead and takes a chance on it and whatnot, I know you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but when would they anticipate getting their BattleCon Ultimate Edition?
I think we're looking at late this summer.
Okay, yeah, late in June. Yeah, 2019 it looks like.
Yeah, 2019, August. If we're a little late, September. So less than a year.
So that's awesome. And we'll make sure we leave links in the show notes so they can go ahead and check that out and see if BattleCon Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCon Edition, is something they want to jump on the bandwagon, because they're not going to be able to get this Ultimate box to fit all the tuck boxes and a bunch of the other stuff again, will they?
No. Wanderers will be available in retail, but the storage solution is Kickstarter exclusive, straight up. So if you're interested in being a completist about it, you have 11 days.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, awesome. So 11 days. So that's great. And yeah, so if somebody's listening after the fact, I don't know if you guys do it. I know a lot of other places do it, but is there going to be a pre-order or before you guys ship off the things? Or
yeah, there'll be a pledge manager. So if you wanted to late pledge, that's possible. However, I can't promise how long the late pledge manager is open. And once it closes, then that's it.
Yeah, so for sure, if you're listening right now, go ahead and stop what you're doing, or just go ahead and click on the link. It'll take you straight there, and you can go ahead and scroll through BattleCon Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCon Edition, and just scroll through the page. You'll see the awesome art. You'll see just what kind of great game it is. You can also, like you said, you can play that free on Steam and see if it's a game you want to get in on, and go ahead and jump on and go ahead and back it, and you can hopefully become a BattleCon expert as well, and then you can play in the matches they have on at Gen Con and PAX. It sounds like it's going to be at PAX too again, you said?
Yeah, PAX Unplugged.
Awesome. So definitely check that out, and we'll go ahead and leave all those links in the show notes. Now, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to listen to any of our shows or not, and that's okay if you haven't, Chris, but the next portion of the show is called Adventures in Application Acquisition, where we talk about an app, be it for your cell phone, your tablet, your computer, or even a video game. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be related to tabletop board gaming or anything like that. Just an app you use a lot of. Is there an app you use a lot of that we can talk about for a moment, Chris?
Okay, so I use this thing called Mindly. And Mindly is a mind map. Imagine a little planet where you put an idea, you put satellite ideas. And I use this to organize my projects. So when I was making Temporal or secret undisclosed future projects, I can make each of these mind maps and just dump ideas in there. And it lets me really manage them and reorganize them to give myself a clear idea on what I need to create at that step in the thing. And then later, I can use it as a feature list. So that app is live or die for me. So that's my app pitch.
Awesome. And is it a free or a paid app?
There's a free version. There's a paid version. The paid version is like $4. I bought it instantly. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
And is it available on Android and iOS? Do you know?
I have iOS. I feel like it's an app that's definitely available on Android, but I do not know for sure.
Okay, awesome. And if you were to do one thing to enhance or make Mindly a little bit better, what would that be, Chris?
Maybe an integration with Google Drive, but I'm not exactly sure how. But if I could add a hyperlink to Google Drive or whatnot, instead of just copy and pasting the URL, I want a button, then that would be nice.
Okay, awesome. We try to make a green podcast around here, so if any of the creators or anybody that has anything to do with updates of Mindly is ever listening, you heard it here first on Getting Geeky with Game Relief, what Chris from Level 99 Games would do to enhance that a little bit. So thanks a lot, Chris. We appreciate it.
For sure.
Now, mine is coming there to your hometown to stalk you, or Brad's hometown to stalk him, or how would people go about keeping up with what you guys are doing over there at Level 99 Games and whatnot?
Yeah, so we have a mailing list. The mailing list is definitely the best way to follow what we're doing. We send updates out on our projects. So when we email you, hey, here are the 5 things we're working on and where they're at. So we like that kind of project transparency. Email list for sure. We also have a pretty good Facebook and Discord community. So if you join our Facebook, there's groups for each game. So you can join the Exceed group or the BattleCon group and talk to other people that like that game, and the Discord as well. So you have these communities, and you can talk to us directly even at these communities.
Awesome. And if you get me the links, I'll go ahead and make sure they're in the show notes so people can go ahead and jump on there really quick. Well, I don't want to keep you all day, but I really appreciate you coming on to talk all about BattleCon Unleashed, the Ultimate BattleCon Edition. Any final parting words for my audience about that and why they should jump on, or any upcoming projects you might be able to spill your guts on?
Yeah, I think that, if you like head-to-head games, definitely check it out. Like, I'm surprised how much it blew up because there's already that much love for the series already. So if you haven't heard for it, check it out. I think you might discover something you like, maybe even love. So that's all I got.
Awesome, and it looks like it's over 200% funded, so we'll leave all those links in the show notes. But yeah, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and join us on Getting Geeky with Game Relief with us today, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I hope you enjoyed that interview as well as your cinnamon roll. And now that you have all that fortified vitamin C in your body, hopefully you won't catch cold as the weather is getting colder outside. Well, come back next week for Getting Geeky with Game Relief. I know for sure we're going to have one of my favoriteest interviews ever, as I will be sitting down with the creator mastermind of some dangerous dice. So come back, and until then, I hope you'll get geeky, stay geeky, and bring others into Geekful. Game Relief out.
Gamer Leaf levels up. Tune in next week to see if Gamer Leaf's luck holds up.